It's a mess. I don't care.
Hey, everybody, look, we're on time today.
Yeah, on time. Oh, you got coffee. I'm jealous. I just have water.
Well, I'm sick. How's everybody tonight?
So we should be switching drinks then.
Yeah, no. And there's no, it's not made with Scales Family Water.
Wait, Scales Family sells water?
Water. So let's see who's all in tonight. Anybody in? Kayla's in. Cures Constrictors was in.
How do I set this to just... Can I see chat in... Here we go.
Yep, so I use my laptop on one side. Guys, we're going to have
Yeah.
a minute or two of technical difficulties. Whoop!
Oh!
Obviously. I knocked it over. Woohoo! So, yeah. Oh, we have 2 viewers tonight. Popular tonight. We're popular.
Dude. It's all you. You're popular. I'm just here to catch some of your runoff.
Oh, the runoff of 3 people. The runoff of 3 people.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. All right, so if you guys aren't aware, tonight we've got the newbie series again. If you see me drinking a lot, it's because my throat is killing me. I'm sick. The kids are sick. We're all
Yo, what's up, Mike?
Some of the kids are awaiting COVID tests. It's going to be great. Oh, look, we've got the fam in here. Shout out to the brother.
Yo, what's up, Michael?
So tonight we have Mark from Pantheon Reptiles, if I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Yeah, Pantheon. Yeah.
Pantheon, like the Greek,
Exactly.
Yeah.
My snakes all started being named after Greek gods and goddesses. I only got the goddesses going, but so that's how I came to the name. I was naming all my snakes after Greek goddesses, and just naturally, it's like, all right, let's just Pantheon Reptiles.
Okay, cool. So my first question, though, what made you decide to want to breed?
That's a good question. I've always loved animals, and I've always wanted to work with animals for a living, and I love reptiles. I was about 7 years old, like in the early 90s, and my dad took me to a pet store one time, and they had an albino ball python, and this was when albino had probably just came in, because I remember the price tag was like $5,000. Which no one's paying that for albinos anymore, but I remember that price vividly. But that thing, I saw it, and it was just like, it changed my life. Like, I had to have snakes, and it took me like 30 years, but I finally got there. I finally got some snakes, but like ever since that day, like I just needed a snake. And then once you get one, you just can't stop at one. You keep getting more and more, and then you're like, I'll just breed these things. I mean,
charge
it's not like
them
that.
Rent.
Yeah. It's not like the decision wasn't made that haphazardly. It's like, well, I'll just breed these things. Like, it's something to put a lot of thought into. And like, I wanted to know, like, I wanted to know if I was going to do it right. Like, I didn't want to be like a basement breeder, just like throwing shit at the wall. I'm sorry, I don't know if I could swear here, but just throwing.
We don't care. We're not monetized.
Okay. All right. So I didn't want to be like throwing shit at the wall just to see what would stick. I didn't want to like slam normals together just to make more normals. Like, I wanted to like make high quality ball pythons that, like designer level stuff that I can make available for fair prices. And so that's really been my goal since starting.
Yeah. Question: do you have the albino yet?
Yeah, I have the tiger albino I showed you guys in the pictures.
Well, I know, but everybody else doesn't.
Want me to pull her out?
Yes.
Okay.
Who wants to see a tiger albino? Me.
I think she's in blue. It's hard to tell with snakes, with albinos anyways. So if she bites me, that's why. This is where's the camera?
Oh.
The tiger albino. Like, tiger adds in these, like, the banding, right?
Yeah.
So that's what tiger does. So you get these like solid chunks of like, pattern here that are just nice and gold. And look how clean that belly is.
Oh my God. So is tiger a codom or is it recessive?
Yeah, tiger is codominant. There is a super form. Not a lot of people work with it because Miguel Jolliffe, who discovered the gene, he doesn't do much with ball pythons anymore. So, I got this guy from Will Bird. I can't remember his name now.
Okay.
Extraordinary Ectotherms.
Okay.
He does a lot of stuff with Tiger, and if you see, she's also het for pied.
Okay.
So if you see the
Ooh.
if you see the tiger pieds, like they're nuts. I'll
Mm-hmm.
send you a picture later, but like it just blocks out really well. Like there's like
Oh,
it'll be
that
like
patterning with the pied would look amazing.
yeah, so like it like blocks. Like you'll see a chunk of color and
Yeah.
then white and then black and then white. Like it's really cool what it does with pieds. I
Okay.
don't know if a super version's been done with it yet, but I plan on doing a lot of stuff with this tiger, and I'm gonna mix some leopard into it. And I'm gonna call it a liger
Ooh. I
because
like it.
I could just do that. You could just do that. So yeah, I got a lot of plans for her.
Yeah.
But the first thing I'm doing is I'm putting her to a candy het pied. So we're gonna make some candinos with this.
Ooh,
So
that'll
yeah,
be great.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let me put her back, and we can do more questiony stuff. All right, girl. Yeah, yeah. She's awesome. I absolutely love her. She's such a sweetheart. She didn't want to eat for me for like ever. Like she wouldn't take hoppers. She wouldn't take fuzzies. She wouldn't take live. She wouldn't take frozen thawed. Thanks, Gaia. But I finally gave her a live rat crawler, like the tiniest. No, mouse. Sorry, mouse crawler.
Yeah.
And she finally took it. It was like 3 weeks. I couldn't get her to start eating.
We've
It
had
was frustrating.
we've had picky eaters that literally wouldn't eat until we started producing our own rats.
Yeah. But Will, she was eating for Will. She comes to me and she's not eating for me. It was frustrating. She got down to like 50 grams.
Ooh.
I was terrified. Yeah, I was ready to start force feeding and then, well, assist feeding, but eventually she snapped up a mouse crawler, and it was like the weight of the world was lifted off my chest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I hate when that happens. We had one come in from Billy, and the thing just wouldn't eat and wouldn't eat and wouldn't eat, losing weight. And I'm like, okay, we either hop on now or we're going to lose her before she starts going downhill. Mm-hmm. So we did assisted feeds, wouldn't take. We had to do force, where we put the whole rat in and massage it all the way down.
Yeah, that's rough.
Oof, we did 2 of those, and then all of a sudden she started taking live fuzzies.
Yeah.
Snapped, started taking live fuzzies. After that, we got her onto pre-kill, and then now she's taking frozen thawed, but it's only the rats we've produced. It's that familiar smell.
Whatever you got to do to get them to eat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I said I'm going to set her up an IV line, worst comes to worst, but I'm not losing an asphalt.
Yeah, I would literally stand on my head to feed these things if that's what it took.
Yeah, and I remember at the time messaging Billy, be like, oh yeah, she's great, but she's just a see you next Tuesday and won't eat. And he's like, what's your enclosure? Do you got a heat mat? Do you got this? Do you got that? What's your temps? And I'm like, ding, 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 ding. And he's like, why is this not eating?
Dude, sometimes it just happens. Like,
yeah, took her for a car ride. Now she's huge. She's a champ. Is the asphalt in the shed? The female? You should.
We gonna pull out asphalts?
We're gonna pull out asphalts. Well, I can only pull out one.
I only have one too.
Because if I pull out the other,
he's
literally pulling out right now.
Oh, you leave him there. We're
gonna leave him there. Well, I went down to peak, so this is technically my first attempt at pairing, and I mean, he's 540 grams. She's well over 1,500 grams.
Yeah.
And they're lined up head to head, trying to get into that position. Yeah. But he's way shorter, so they're all intertwined, lined up. So I'm just like, Mother's gonna peek on you.
Just gonna get in there.
Just get it in. Yeah. So
I'm just gonna give you a little advice, honey.
Yeah, let me draw you a diagram.
Slide it right in.
No, twisted.
Let's do this.
Yeah, mine's just a single gene, but it's from Team MC. Ooh.
So this is a pastel parkway. So it is a asphalt specter, which are allelic. So everything that comes out of here will be either asphalt or specter. So If I
Yeah.
pair him to an ivory, which he's going to a yellow belly right now. He's a handsome dude. Look at that head right there. See how it all connects behind there?
Ooh. Yep.
Let me see if I can get that up there.
Little more. There
Yeah,
we go. Ooh, that's
this way.
beautiful.
You see how it connects like right behind his eye line there? That's
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't want to lock. So I'm trying everything I can. But if he doesn't
Mm-hmm.
lock, my yellow belly is 66% pos het pied. So I'll put her to the leopard het pied and see if I can prove her. But yeah, this dude's
Yeah.
awesome. He's clean too. Let's see if I can get a belly shot there.
Oh my God. I find asphalt are just so clean.
Yeah, look at that belly. Super clean.
Yeah,
He's got a real granity look too on him. Like, yeah, he's
Mhm.
really nice. I got him from Martin's Ball Pythons.
Okay. I find asphalt does amazing things to stuff.
Yeah,
Like to
it's a
jeans.
great gene. Yeah, it's an awesome gene. I'm just stuck in the, well, is it asphalt or is it Spectre?
Yeah.
I have to play that game.
Is she being a moody girl? No. She's usually team moody.
Ooh, look at that. Yeah, I love asphalt. It's so good. Look at that belly. Nice checkering there. That's great.
Team MC, baby.
I feel like we're playing show and tell right now. We're just pulling out our snakes and
like she's just. So imagine that this thing had dropped down to 200 grams.
Yeah, that would be no bueno.
Yeah. And now she's like, I'm going to jungle gym. Try to look at, she's just absolutely stunning. First, like she's single gene.
Yeah.
Single gene.
Gotta get some pastel in there.
Yeah. Well, actually,
I love pastel and freeways.
Yeah. She is not like, look at that flaming.
That's good flaming.
Oh yeah. When I said I'm going for asphalt,
he's
I went for asphalt.
His flaming, but you can see it.
Yeah. I mean, single gene, and she looks like this. I cannot wait to get her into the Mojave.
Did she the super asphalt, or?
I'm not sure what her pairing was, but see, at the time, here you go, babe. I have to get John to run for. I have to get John to run for snakes because our snake room's down in the basement, and in this house, the Wi-Fi is not reaching there.
Yeah.
So until we set everything up, and I can get Wi-Fi to reach down there and have a little section, he's running for stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, but no, when we first started, at the time we had what we thought was a male ivory, a male super pastel Enchi. John was on his third snake. It was a pastel proven breeder, female. And I said, look, if you're getting this many snakes, at the time we're breeding other things, we may as well breed them, start charging them rent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
And that's when I started looking into the morphs, and I fell in love with the super pastel freeway.
I'll have a shot at those for years.
So I sat there and I looked and I said, okay, I've got an ivory, I got a super pastel and male, and I got a pastel. Mama needs an asphalt.
Need it.
I need it. And at the time, I think the super pastel and she is male, and the ivory is male. So the plan was to put the pastel to the ivory, get an asphalt, and put it to the super pastel Enchi. Mm-hmm. Take their offspring, put them together. So I'm pointing, and you guys can say John messaged Billy and was like, hey, look, we're getting into breeding. We've got this, and this, and she wants to make super pastel freeways. And Billy's like, I got a female asphalt, all yours.
It turns out your males are females, right? That's not a bad thing, though.
No, but when you're buying, so as we're getting into ball pythons, we're doing that bad thing that we shouldn't have done when we were new.
Yeah.
We're learning about morphs as we're looking at availability lists. Yeah. So here's how we did it. Oh, look, there's this. World of Ball Python calculator. All right. It's a female this. I'm going to put it to every male in my house and see what happens.
Yes.
Oh, I like that. Okay, I'm going to buy it.
I do that reverse though. I do that with males I'm buying. I put it to my females in the calculator and see what I could get. I got some
Well, I just mean
crazy
generally,
males.
like
Yeah,
any snake we looked at.
yeah. I do that with males that I'm looking at. Females, I just buy them on site. Like if I like a female, I just buy it. I don't really think.
Mm.
I have some females. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them, but I know I wanted them.
Yeah. So that's how we did it. We had lucked out to that one of the local breeders was selling a whole whack ton of proven breeders.
Yeah, that's
So
awesome.
I had gotten a bunch off of him so to start us out. So that was great. But that's really like so we get halfway into our collection and I'm looking at this ivory. And this is in like June. And all of a sudden this ivory's looking like super white, like glowing. And she's lumping. And she's living on the cool side. And I'm like, it's
Was she paired?
two. No, it's two. But it was in and around other males because of like where we had everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it was two, it was over 4 feet long. It was at this time 1,300 grams. Like this was in
Mhm.
the spring. And I'm like, males don't act like that.
Yeah, they don't.
I'm like, and it's awfully big. So
Yeah.
we took it to a friend who taught us how to probe at that time, and turns out he was she. So I'm like, great. Now I need an asphalt that's a male.
After you just bought the female.
A
Now you
few
got a
months
shot at
after.
super asphalts.
Yeah. Well, and then we had got a new scale, and I'm like, let's weigh everything because new scale.
Yeah, why
And
not?
at this point, I had two males that were both hatched in July of 2019. Well, one is 600 or no. Yeah, one was 600 grams, and then the other one was 200 and something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that ain't right. That's a big difference.
Yes.
Big difference. So we decided to pop and probe that one too, which was the Super Pastel Enchi.
Mm-hmm.
And lo and behold, he is
Female.
she. Yep.
But I would rather have that as a female.
Oh,
Like, I think you kind of lucked out.
yeah, but then we're looking at a super animal that's was going to go, I'd rather have my powerhouses right now male.
Well, yeah, that one probably. Yeah, if it's a super, then yeah.
Yeah, Super Pastel Enchi. So I'm like, okay. And now we have the whole clown thing, and I don't know what's going on with that. We'll find out here shortly.
So, but you're mainly doing freeway stuff. That's like your thing, right? Freeways.
Yeah, a lot of my freeway stuff is throwing jeans to yellow belly and asphalt and shoving them together to see what happens.
I got some cool stuff that I'm going to be doing freeway. Hold on, let me grab two snakes here.
Let's see some freeway stuff.
These are still grow outs. Most of my stuff here is grow outs because that's what I'm putting most of my money into. I should have put my money into proven breeders, but
we kind of did half and half. We got some proven breeders, and then we also got things to grow out as well.
This one is a pastel surge yellow belly.
Ooh, so I remember you showing me that.
Yeah, surge is a lightning gene. So look how the flaming it's putting in. It's putting in tons of flaming. They're not even sure this one's yellow belly. I'm pretty sure it's yellow belly. If you check out the belly, there's lots of checkering there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one. So this is gonna be my shot at super pastel surge freeways. And surge keeps the color like really late into adulthood. Like so, this thing will stay yellow for life. It's not gonna brown out. Surge brightens it up. It was founded by Kix Balls, who is a local here in Buffalo. He also founded Static, and which is basically Acid and Confusion, like 10 years before they did. But yeah, so that's one I'm pretty excited about. This one's a little bit bigger. This one I'm really excited about. So this is a Enchi Orange Dream Yellow Belly. This way. Like she has like incredible orange flaming. Like right here. And where's the other one?
Oh, I should show my OD if we're showing ODs, John.
Yeah. So yeah, this is an Enchi Orange Dream Yellow Belly. So I'll be able to make pastel Orange Dream Mardi Gras with this one.
That's kind of on my list too.
Yeah.
I can add a little.
I'm doing so poorly with this camera, being in like reverse. Like,
Oh, I know, because I'm like moving this way, but really, like my Christmas tree is not.
yeah, like I
It,
moved. I want to move the snake this way on the screen, but I have to move it the opposite way in front of my camera.
yeah,
But yeah,
because I'm trying to move to show you the Christmas tree. We
like she's
decorated
really
today,
dark up
guys.
top. She's really dark up top, but
Mm-hmm.
underneath she lightens up really well.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that is
I hope
gorgeous.
she keeps her orange. Like her orange is really good on her tail, so I hope she
Mm-hmm.
keeps it. But she's like 400 grams right now, and she's still got it. So we'll see.
Yeah,
But
yeah. She might fade a little bit down by the belly, I'm thinking.
yeah, I mean, I don't know how pastel and orange dream play together.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be interesting, especially in the freeway, to see.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty
Mm-hmm.
excited for that, and I'm pretty excited for the super pastel surge freeways. But I mean, she's like 70 grams, so I got ways to go.
Mm.
We got a few years on her.
I'm hoping they get a lot into the super stripe complex. Like,
Uh,
all those things except for gravel, really. Gravel. So, I'm Canadian when gravel, I can't, that I'm not a huge fan of.
I wish I could send you super stripes. I would totally do that, but it's like near impossible.
I know someday when I'm a big, big breeder.
Yeah.
There's Cupcake. This is my boy. This is the most handsomest.
Was that an orange
Boy.
dream pied?
No, it is not. He is not pied.
He's het.
He is not het.
So he's just got a sick ringer, and he's not even het pied.
He is not.
Did you get that from Chris?
No, I did not.
Chris has a monopoly on ringers.
Uh-huh. And I'm just like, oh, Chris, your ringers are cute.
How? What is doing that?
So this is an orange dream. Cinnamon. He's decided he wants to go. I want to show you his belly. His belly's super clean.
Sitting tosses ringers sometimes too.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Well, he's orange dream, Cinny, Enchi, possible fire or vanilla. Like, well, not possible. He's either fire or vanilla.
So he came from vanilla cream or whatever they're called.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
However, if you look at that orange right there by that ringer, and the ringer goes up, like he legit looks low white pied.
Yeah, I thought he was pied.
He is not.
That's crazy. That is just nuts.
He's absolutely gorgeous. He's stunning. He's such a sweet snake. He's like, time for my close up. He is one of my favorite snakes. I'll absolutely. No, he's not going anyways.
Set him on down.
No.
I'll send you some super stripes.
Just the pattern. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out the thing, but even just like his patterning is absolutely stunning. It's hard. He's like, no, I'm going for the big screen. But like, just how clean that belly is.
Yeah, it's great. That is clean.
He's like, even his head.
Dude, he's super clean. Sitting in orange cream is a nice combo. Well, you also got fire and vanilla in there too.
Fire or.
Yeah. That's
my money, hi buddy. My money is leopard. Yeah, well, I want to get leopard in there. We're pairing him this year because he can only go to one at this size.
Yeah.
I'm only comfortable putting him to one at a time. Yes, baby. I'll go give you to dad. I'm only comfortable putting him to one at a time, so he's going to my Mystic Crystal.
Nice. Okay.
I think getting Special in there would be amazing.
Special is a great gene.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice and clown too.
Mystic's completely underrated.
Mystic's underrated, but like Mystic, like does Mystic like stand up on its own as well as Special does though?
No, but I mean to put that into that pattern, get that Mystic pattern into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mystic would be cool. Like I like Mystic in the Mojave complex a lot. Like Mystic potions are so nice.
Mm-hmm. Well, eventually we're hoping to get him going and split off and get a female in there with like Mystic OD, either cinnamon or enchi, obviously, some fire or vanilla, whatever he is, and get that over to my Mojave Asphalt.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Get Calico in there for campfire combos. Ooh, that is a good idea.
Calico's always good. I have one that's possibly Calico. I have to prove it out though.
Yeah, I don't have any Calico.
I might have a Calico. I'll pull her out at some point. She's one of the ones I have no idea what I'm going to do with. I just bought her. Like, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, no, that Mystic Crystal pairing was a really last minute thing because our clown was supposed to go to her.
Yeah.
Wasn't locking.
Wasn't locking? Clown wasn't ready?
Clown's like 6 years old.
Okay. So he just wasn't ready for the clown?
No, she's a proven breeder.
Yeah.
The Mystic Crystal's a female, the clown's a male.
Oh.
Just wouldn't lock. I shoved him with something else just to see. Wouldn't lock. Like opposite sides. I messaged the previous breeder who owned it. Yeah, no, he definitely wouldn't lock for me. Okay, great. Yeah, he had other owners before me, though, who tries to breed him. Wait, hold up. He never locked for them either. I'm at 6 owners, so I'm like, all right, so this is a big snake.
Yeah.
Like, snake. It's not little.
Right.
So I get John to, tuck the tail underneath this thing, arm, stick it out and hold it so I can probe the thing. I'm like, why am I hitting I'm not hitting the second belly scale. It's stopping.
No. Another female?
So I go to the other side and I'm lubricating the probe up big time. And I'm like, why is it not going down? Sean's like, okay, you hold it. I'm popping it. So, nothing comes out. And I'm like, give it to me. I'm popping it. Nothing comes out. And I'm like, no. So then I talked to another one of the previous owners. Oh, no, that's got to be. I popped it as male. And I'm like, did you see the hemispines, though, or did you see the scent glands?
So is it a female?
I don't know. I'm going to put my pied het lav to it.
Okay.
And if they fight, we got a male, and if it's a dud. But if not, then I'm going to have double het clown pies that are 50% chance left. And I'm going to hold the whole clutch back.
You mean they'll be het lav clown, right?
No. They'll be double het pied.
Oh, so it's a pied het lav?
Yeah, it's a pied het lav.
Oh, okay. I heard it backwards.
Yeah, so it's a pied het lav. And then I'll put it to that and then hold a male or two back. Hold all the females back.
Yeah.
And age them up and see who proves out Holy Grail.
Yeah, that would be sick if you hit the triple recessive. You'll be pretty money.
Well, it's not even that I like the Holy Grail, but I like that it's a triple visual and it's a powerful animal.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of like lav clowns. Like it just like kills the whole clown look for me.
I don't mind the grails. I don't like the Holy Grails.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of albino, any line in clown, candy, albino, lav. I don't know. It's just I like
toffee clowns. Toffee clowns aren't too bad.
I like that like thick dark dorsal stripe. Love clowns. But
let's see. Cure constrictors. Yes, they are. I'm working with them as well. There's a lot of untapped potential there with Cindy and Enchi being allelic. It makes for some issues, but I believe the product's worth it. Yeah, that's what is believed.
Yeah, there's so many things like spot nose chocolate that people think are allelic. Like,
I'll find out. I mean, I'm pairing it to another allelic animal,
Yeah,
and if that happens, then every animal should be minimum 2 genes.
yeah. If half the clutch is Cine and half the clutch is Enchi, you know.
Half the clutch is, well, I mean, around there,
Yeah,
and half the clutch is mystic, half the clutch is special.
yeah.
It's going to create some really nice fullbacks
Oh yeah,
for
for
us.
sure.
It's not even a fancy clutch. It's definitely just let's snap up every single female in there and leave it.
Yeah, yeah. Most of my clutches this year are probably going to be holdbacks, depending on what sires what.
Excuse me, guys. Sorry, my throat is killing me. I apologize for keep drinking and coughing.
But my
Oh.
my asphalt just doesn't want to get it done. He's just not locking, so we'll have to see. I mean, he's young still. He's only about 700 grams.
Oh yeah, like mine downstairs is 540.
Yeah,
When I last weighed him a month ago. So I mean he's probably like 600 now.
yeah. I got some little guys that could go this year, but I'm gonna wait till next year on them.
Yeah. I'm
Like,
over here like praying to the gram gods to make certain ones hurry up to 300.
like the pairing I would want to make would be like a 400, 500-ish gram snake to like a 2400 gram snake, and I'm just not gonna do that.
That's what I'm worried about with poor Cupcake.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna do that. Like, I'm sure it would be fine, but I don't know, man.
My Mystic Crystal is huge.
I don't want little dude to get eaten. He was super expensive too. He's like a super powerhouse male. So I'm just gonna wait till next year.
Yeah, no, my Mystic Crystal's huge, but I mean I'm lacking on the males right now that can get it done. So, and the Mojave Asphalt, like he's already tapped out. Like he's going to the Ivory this year. He's going to my daughter's Pastel. He I'm still stuck on that Pastel Mystic pairing. I got 2 options for that, and I don't know who.
Yeah, that's having fun, those figuring out those pairings.
Well, I mean, I've got a Pistavi double head hypo clown, and then I've got the Mojave Asphalt. So do I want a Mystic Potion Asphalt to hold back? Or do I want a super pastel Mystic Potion to hold back that's possibly double head?
Pastel Mystic Potion might be pretty cool.
I want to do Mystic Potion Freeways at some point.
Because I know that would be like, when you do that with Purple Passion, that's considered a deep Purple Passion. I don't know what it's considered when you do it with a Mystic Potion. A Mystic Potion?
Mystical Potion.
There you go.
I'm naming it right now.
Mystical Potion.
Mystical Potion.
Do we have like the effects?
You heard it here.
Is there like a glitter effect we could put up? Like, ooh.
We're not that rich over here at Melusine Exotics.
Man.
We don't have the fancy special effects yet. We'll get there.
You got to come to America. We got glitter here.
Oh, I mean, I can throw random glitter, but yeah.
You'd have to clean that up.
Yeah.
And then Scarlet would get into it.
The 8-month-old would get to it, crawl through it.
Well, the older one, I'm missing all the names. I'm mixing them up.
There's Scarlet, who's 6.
Yeah.
There is.
Oh, your 8-month-old would get into it too. Yeah.
Yeah. There's Dean, who's 2. And then there's Hazel, who's 3. Let's see. Closest thing I've got to glitter here, guys.
There you go. Glitter.
Woo. Breakaway.
All right. I interrupted a question. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Hold on. Let's check the comments here. There's a lot of amazing things to do with Mystic as well. Some genes have been left on the back burner. If used correctly, make jaw-dropping combos. And that's what I think it is. I think a lot of the market myself gets influenced by a lot of the bigger breeders.
JKR.
I'm not dropping names, but it's someone I don't really watch. And it's not that I have anything against him. I'm just like, I'm going to do what I want to do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, but he controls the market at this point. Like, he has so much influence on it. He just dominates it. Like, he puts out a video and it's like, boom, prices skyrocket.
I have 4 children. I never saw the 4th. No, I have 3. I just have Scarlett, the oldest, at 6, Dean 2, and Hazel, who is 8 months old, the baby. I mean, I have John.
3-kid party in the house.
I have John. He's 32. He's looking over at me now. It really does. But no, I think a lot of it's because all those newer morphs kind of push everything to the back and everybody forgets about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, Special's making a comeback.
It is because of JKR.
Listen, I had my Mystic Crystal before JKR.
He did the Special clown video, and all of a sudden I can't find Special anywhere.
Where does he fish out of?
Oh, they're
He's
talking
fishing
about
where?
Ralph Davis.
Okay.
Snake breeder.
Ralph Davis back in the day. Now it's all about trout fishing. Okay. John will have to check him out. Snake breeder and a fisherman.
Yeah.
No, but a lot of the bigger breeders do influence, and everybody has to go crazy. And I'm like, why don't I just wait a few years and do what I want with them? Start the projects for those genes, so that way, when the market starts going back down on it, all I have to do is I have the animal insert gene.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a copycat market, it feels like, but
I'm not
with anything, you know.
I'm not convinced Wookiee's its own gene.
Oh, I'm convinced Wookiee's its own gene.
I look at them and I'm like, I don't see it.
You got to watch the combo. I know you don't watch his videos, but JKR just put out another video. Wookiee is its own thing.
I did, but I don't think it's Wookiee that's doing that.
It's definitely its own thing. Like, if not, it's definitely not chocolate.
Yeah, I think it's another gene of the other genes doing it. I don't think it's Wookiee.
I'm pretty sure Wookiee's its own thing. Like, I'm gonna get into Wookiee eventually, but I'm pretty sure.
Has anybody hit the super form yet?
I don't know.
That's what I'm waiting for, and it better be called the Chewbacca.
Yes, 100%. Super Wookiee better be Chewbacca.
It would be wrong.
No, it would be a tragedy. It would be a crime against humanity. I will call the Geneva Convention tomorrow if they don't do it.
Yeah.
Very next day.
JKR, you'll never see this, but you hit the Super Wookiee. It's Chewbacca. I'm already talking to World of Ball Pythons about it.
Yeah, we're already there. We got the Morph Market tab made.
Yep, the Wookiee. Or the Chewbacca. Someone did chocolate to Wookiee and made super chocolates. So that's what I've heard. That's what I've heard.
A Lilith, though. Because I've seen chocolate clowns and I've seen Wookiee clowns, and they look nothing alike.
I don't know. Some of these like pastel Wookiees, I'm like, it doesn't look like anything.
Well, I'm not going to pay Wookiee prices right now.
No.
Like, I'm not going to pay those prices. Like, I'll drop that money on other stuff. I'm not going to drop it on Wookiee, though.
No, I have no interest in it. It's not also, Stranger. I'd love to have Stranger.
Oh, I would love a Stranger.
It's not mahogany, because I have mahoganies and it looks nothing like it.
It's definitely not mahogany, and I think Chris is going to try to prove that right this year.
Yeah,
eventually.
Eventually, I'm hoping to lend him my mahogany lesser HRA head hypo female.
Yeah, hypo.
Head hypo female. Donate it to the cause, and just give me a kick butt female out of it. That's all I ask. Don't care what you do with the rest of the clutch. It's yours. No, send me back my female and bring me her daughter with it.
I'm pretty sure Stranger's its own thing. But, like, I've seen single gene Wookiees, and they don't look like single gene chocolates. That's the only thing. So if it is a chocolate, it's a whacked out line of chocolate.
Yeah. And there's also people who believe Coral Glow is different from banana.
Those people are wrong.
Those people are very wrong. I'm like, it's a banana. It's a banana and a banana dressed like a banana.
Yeah. Yeah, those people are wrong. They basically came in the same box. Like, one breeder got one, Nerd got one, and I don't know who got the banana. I don't remember. Nerd named it Coral Glow. The other guy named it Banana. Like they literally came in the same box.
Oh, hey, Martial Law Morphs. We're
Hey.
chilling. We're talking that Wookiee's not real.
Also, if you guys have questions, fire them into the chat.
Yeah, because we all know I suck.
Do you guys want to see the project I have the most money invested into?
Yes, that was going to be my thing. What's your big project? Here we go.
It's a while, but I hope I don't get bit because these guys are jerks. I bought a male and a female combo, and this is like my two most expensive snakes, and also they're going to be my biggest return on investment.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start with the female.
Marshall is the Lace King. Ooh.
See what that is? That's a hypo.
Yeah. Team hypo.
Okay. Woo-hoo. Male. That is a chocolate pastel butter hypo.
Yeah.
These are both Het Desert Ghost. Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
I'm going to need a piece of me of that chocolate hypo.
Yeah, this dude is sick, but he's a jerk.
I love chocolate and hypo, though. I don't know why.
It's great. Look at that stripe he's got on. Please don't bite me, dude. Not on the live. The stripe he's got going down on his tail is really nice.
Yeah. Look at that dorsal.
Yeah, that dorsal's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a specimen for sure. Yo, you get back in there. Gonna lose your fingers, Mark. Nah.
I'm very much team hypo.
I love hypo. It's one of my favorite genes. Like, I think it's like super underrated. Like, just what it does is awesome.
Oh my god, it's completely underrated, and I think it's because everybody's Desert Ghost or Enhancer, and I'm like, but something hypo's so classic.
Yeah, I'm really excited to get hype. Like, my Desert Ghost are all going to have hypo in them because these two are visual hypos. So my Desert Ghost will all be hypo Desert Ghost, and like hypo Desert Ghost is insane. Plus, like, you know, if I get pastel in there, like, I'm not excited about the lesser in this animal or the butter. Sorry, that's the same gene, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm not excited about that. That's like the thing I want the least in here.
Yeah,
it was take it or leave it. And
I find lesser and hypo go well together.
Yeah, but like I want to get Mojave into this, and I don't want to make white snakes.
Yeah.
So like Marvel said, Mojave hypo is amazing. Imagine that with like chocolate Mojave hypo. Like, that's awesome.
I do have a Pastavi double het hypo clown.
So like, but if I put this to a Mojave, right, I'm going to make some white snakes that I'm going to have no idea what they are. And it's going to be like, who wants a mystery box and a snake? I'm going to send you a white snake, and then, you know, you have to...
But if it's female, that's not a bad female to have on hand. It could be, yeah, you're looking at only like animal, but you're also looking at something that's possibly, I can't talk tonight, guys. My throat's killing me. Possibly, you know, it's a visual recessive.
Yeah.
I'd hold back a female.
Well, if I put it to Mojave, it would be recessives. It would be het hypo, pas het DG.
Because I'm looking at putting, John doesn't know this, don't tell him, guys. The Pastavi double het hypo clown will be going eventually to the Mahogany lesser HRA het hypo. Female.
Nice. HRA hypo should be really nice.
I have the female that I have, the Mahogany lesser HRA het hypo. A friend of mine has the visual. So she has the full hypo, and the difference.
You see how this guy's sitting right here?
Holy crap. Yep.
He wants to take a shot at me.
Oh, yeah. He's like, I'm ready to go.
He's ready to go. But I want to get him into Xanthic. Imagine this pattern, but in a true ghost.
Oh, my God. I love hypo and Xanthic.
Like, I think chocolates would throw in that pattern. Like, I don't think it's anything really like other than chocolate that's throwing this pattern. It could be a mixture of all three, but I don't know. Like, I'd love to get this in Xanthic. I think that would be just the best. You
know who has a super nice chocolate hypo? Shane Kelly.
Ooh, Shane Kelly. He's got a nice chocolate hypo. He's in the Discord. He'll have to show it to me. This guy, he wants to take a shot at me. He's looking at the video monitor. He's like, I'm gonna take a shot right at you.
Oh, they all do.
No, these are the only two that want to take a shot at me. These are the only two that have taken shots at me.
My Mystic Crystal, she's not nice.
Like once I get him going, I'll like touch his head a little bit and I'll get him moving around. Then he'll be fine. But like, yeah. See, oh, there he goes. There he goes. There he goes.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna be fine.
Yeah. Next, we should be able to make Mystic Potion hypos on my list. On my list.
He's a stunner. All right, I'm going to put this guy back.
On my list.
No, he's flying.
I'm actually even hoping to make Mystic Crystal hypos because I think that would be amazing. Get special in with hypo. That's
one of my big projects. And then my other big project is this girl here. I'm not even going to take her thing out.
Sorry, guys, for the finger swipe. Tom at Atypical Origins decided to message me because he's not in here right now. Someone go harass him.
So this is my other project. Just a normal.
Just a normal. But this got really nice flaming, though, on the sides.
It's double head. It's candy pied.
Figured.
I got this from Ozzy Boyd's. Boyd's,
okay.
Whatever.
Boyd's, Boyd's, I don't know.
Ozzy Boyd's. I got this from Oz, who's just the nicest guy ever. If you guys ever get a chance to chat with Ozzy, do it. He's really cool.
You bought something from Ozzy and you didn't get OD?
Dude, I know, right? Dude, I can't afford Ozzy's OD.
I'd like to know what Ozzy thinks of my OD. That OD City Enchi.
He'll send it to him. Email him. He'll chat with you. He's a great guy.
I wonder if he would think it's pretty. I said, like, that thing's orange.
Like, Ozzy's candy line is really nice. Like, he's got I'm going to get a candy hat pied male from him to pair to hair.
I can't tell the difference between candy and toffee.
They're probably the same, honestly.
I think they're the same.
But he's got a really nice candy line.
There's going to be some. So you're going into technically your second season.
Yes. My first season was a bust.
Let's talk about that.
So my first season, I paired my Mojave to a banana Mojave. Mm-hmm. I wanted some blue-eyed Lucy's. That's like the first ball python I saw, other than the albino.
Yeah.
Because my wife hates snakes, right? She's like, you're not keeping snakes in the house. No snakes, yada, yada, yada. I saw a blue-eyed leucistic, and I was like, that's it. The bell's been rung hard. I'm keeping ball pythons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I bought a Mojave because, blue-eyed leucistics at that point were hard to find. They're pretty common now. But I bought a Mojave. And then I bought a banana Mojave next, a male, to pair together. And I paired them up last season to try to make the blue-eyed. So let me put these here. And they just weren't locking. And I'm just like, what is going on here? They're not locking. They're not locking. They're not locking.
Yep.
And I stopped pairing them. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to pair this season. I'll wait till next season. Grenzy from Visual Exotics, who's like, dude is just a legend. Like, he's like one of the best guys I know. If you're out there, Grenzy, what's up, dude? Just one of the best dudes I know. Like, he's like, I basically been my mentor throughout this whole thing because he's been here before. He was in the hobby. He got out of the hobby. He got back into the hobby. We live locally to each other. We used to play in bands together.
Oh, cool.
Like, so like we've known each other a long time, and he's just been like super motivating. He's like, no, dude, you got this. You could do it. And like, it's like, all right. So I started pairing up again in like February, ish, March.
Need more coffee.
Need more coffee.
There's still coffee. Sorry, my throat's killing me, guys. For the new people that popped in, like I'm sick.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, so March, April-ish comes along. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to send it. I'm just going to pair them up and let's do it. Still no locks. At this point, I had a leopard het pied male that I bought to pair to my piebald that's coming up for next season, which everybody loves my piebald. I'll have to pull her out at some point. For whatever reason, people love her. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put him to her, see what happens. Leopard Mojave is a great morph. Love the combo.
Leopard's great and everything.
I don't see any locks. I'm like, I don't think I got locks. But then all of a sudden she starts acting weird. She's in her water bowl a lot. She's bull wrapping. She's laying inverted. Bam, she ovulates. I'm like, oh, sick. Like this is it. She's gravid. She gets thick, like super thick. And then she has her shed. I'm waiting. Eggs are supposed to be here 4th of July. They come the 3rd of July, 7 eggs, all slugs.
Ooh.
All slugs. Every single one of them. Not even a chance on any of them.
Bam.
And I was heartbroken. So like I suffer from depression. I'm not shy about it. And when something like that happens to you on your first try, it crushes you. It's like, what's the point? Like, I'm never going to be able to do this. It's just not going to happen. And again, Grenzy, the legend, Visual Exotics, check him out. He's the best. He's just like, no, dude, you know what you're doing. This happens to everyone. We're just gonna power through, and we're gonna come back next season, dude. And because I only wanted to do 1 clutch that season, just to get my toes in the water to see like what's it gonna be like to raise hatchlings, what's it gonna be like to feed them, keep them all good.
Yeah.
And then next season I'll blow out with like 3 or 4 clutches, and the season after that will be like 15, 20 clutches, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So he was like, no, dude, you got this. Don't give up. We'll power through. It's gonna happen. So he got me back on the horse, and I got 3 or 4 clutches I'm gonna be doing this year, and I'm pretty excited about them. I got the Spectre to the Spectre Asphalt to the Yellow Belly.
That'll be a nice one.
I have the Banana Mojave going to the Mojave again. That's gonna be late because she laid in July, so it's gonna be late clutch again. And then I have a Spider Hypo that he's going to pair his Leopard Mojave Yellow Belly Pot's Head Hypo to her. So we're going to try to prove it's hypo. And hopefully that proves out, because that would be a really nice clutch. Get some Leopard Mojave hypos out of there.
But on the bright side of that slug thing, I mean, she laid 7. She'll lay more this year.
Yeah, I mean, she's down to about 1,300 grams right now. She's back on food. She's been slamming rats, but she hasn't been putting the weight on. But she's not going until like March or April, so I got plenty of time to put some weight on.
Yeah.
Get her up to about 1,500 grams again.
Yeah, you're going to start pairing her in like January? Start early?
Yeah, a little bit, probably like February or March. I'll start pairing her because she just laid in July. So I want to give her some time off. And hopefully my Banana Mojave locks it up, because I really want those blue-eyed Lucies, especially with Mojave. They get our banana, right? Because they get that like pink tone.
John, the banana? I don't know why John turned the lights off.
I was like, oh, is there a ghost?
Woo!
But yeah, so like I'm really excited for this season, and next season I got some red stuff. I'll pull out 2 of my females a little bit later. They got going for hopefully next season.
I know, like especially like we're going into our first season. I'm going in expecting not to have any eggs.
Yeah. You'll have eggs.
And praying to God we do.
You'll have eggs.
I said, thank God we've got at least 3 proven breeders, females.
Yeah. Mine were both virgins. So, like, not the leopard. The leopard head hypo is a stud. He just the breeder I got him from, a local guy, Nocturnal Mutation, says he'll lock with a potato if you put it in there. So.
Well, I mean, I doubt it would be a potato, but.
I know, but I'm just saying. He said
maybe a nice cantaloupe or
cantaloupe,
cucumber.
Yeah, it'll lock with anything you put in there. So he's like, this guy's good to go. He's a stud.
Sounds like a teenage boy.
Yeah, but I did have successful seasons with gargoyle geckos, so I still got some of those hatchlings left. So hit me up on Instagram if you guys want some gargoyle geckos.
Yes, and if anybody wants Mark's socials, I added them to the description. There's a link to his Morph Market, his Facebook, and his Instagram. Yeah,
hit me up on Insta if you want some gargoyle geckos. I'm letting them go dirt cheap.
All right, I got to address some of these comments here because one needs to be addressed, and I am not sending my OD to Dave Kaufman.
Send it to Dave. I love Dave.
I love Dave. I love Dave a little too much.
Yeah.
Dave comes up every podcast or live I do.
Why is that? Because you love him?
If I were to fangirl over one person in the industry, it will be Dave Kaufman. Are you
on Dave Kaufman right now?
I fangirl. I stan him.
I got a man crush on Dave. That's a good looking dude.
I call him the Jason Momoa of the herp world.
Yeah. Okay, that's perfect. Yes,
It's
that's exactly who he is.
it's
Yes.
accurate.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'll send you later. I actually took face swap and put Dave's face into Aquaman.
you should you should send that to Dave. He'd get a kick out of it.
I'm pretty sure Cusco did.
Oh, Brian Cusco did that.
Mm-hmm. Cusco said he's telling him I'm doing these, and Dave Kaufman's going to jump in someday. And I'm like, no, he's not.
Yeah,
No.
Dave seems like a nice person, Kier. Like he just like he's in one of the ball python groups I'm in on Facebook. And he's just like he's real approachable. Like I mean, we're all just
what group?
right?
What group? Can you send me the link to that group later?
I don't want to. Yeah, it's the group I talk about with all the goobers.
He's in the Goober group.
Goober group. Yeah, he doesn't make appearances often, but he does sometimes.
I'm never talking in there again. We're done. No.
Why? Because
I can't. Like, I watched a Cusco live and Dave entered the chat and I literally had to leave it.
he's just a guy.
Okay, so when we got into reptiles, the first thing we got, other than my leopard gecko, I bought from I was a goober. I was a goober and I rescued it from the pet store.
Yes, I love that you did that because you can't rescue from pet stores.
No, honestly,
Sorry,
he did need to come.
Yeah,
because he was like the size of like he was thinner than my finger.
The best thing you could do in that situation is just let it die at the pet store.
I know it sucks,
that,
and I know that now, but I'm still glad I did it back then. Like that, he was my first. I don't expect him to live very long. Like he's over a year. Like, so
I love tarantulas, and I was in Petco the other day, and they had a nice Brachypelma baby Mexican fireleg tarantula. It was so hard not to buy that, but I just can't do it. I can't buy from them. I'll buy crickets when my other store is too far away, my local store is too far away or closed. I'll buy crickets from Petco, but that's it.
Well, see, I got this. Tom from Atypical is quite handsome and pretty awesome. Oh,
yeah, that dude makes me quiver.
I don't know. Casey's hotter.
Man, Atypical. Oof. I might switch teams now that he said that.
Oh no, Casey at Atypical is damn hot.
I don't know Casey.
It's his wife.
Oh, well, I don't have to switch teams there.
There you go.
But I also have my own wife, so I can't take another. I could take a male lover, I guess, right? Like that's allowed.
But anyways, back to I think Chris might be jealous, you guys and your ringers. Well, that's another discussion for another day.
We can't talk about what we talked about earlier with Chris.
No. He's not even watching.
What a
Damn
jerk.
you, not supporting me again.
What a jerk.
He's on tomorrow night, so we're gonna get him back. But back to my love obsession with Dave Kaufman. So we had the leopard gecko. John decides he wants a bearded dragon.
I have a beardy. I love beardies.
Cool. I have a love-hate relationship with beardies. But I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, we'll get into it. We start doing research. So when you're on YouTube looking up bearded dragon stuff, the first thing that pops up is Dave Kaufman.
Yeah, he's great for beardies.
Australia. So I'm learning about beardies. We're getting into beardies. It was another one of those situations that we're buying high-quality beardies, decide to start breeding them.
I don't know if I'd ever breed them.
No, I'm getting out of it. So it's brutal. It's aggressive. I'm not doing it. No, thank you, ma'am.
How many clutches of beardies have you produced?
None.
None?
So we were geared up to breed the beardies this year. Found out, like the season that just went by, found out I was pregnant. And I was due February 26th.
Yeah, can't breed beardies like that.
So I'm like, nope, I'll push them off a couple weeks. I won't start pairing them until after the baby's here because my luck is, with egg bound and lizards and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want her to lay and I'm in the hospital giving birth. So I gave birth a week before COVID hit.
Got lucky there.
Yeah. So by the time I get out of the hospital and home, COVID's hit. And at this point, I'm like, no. Because the bearded dragon I have, her mother and her grandmother are famous for laying 5 clutches.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So bearded dragons lay in different clutches, right? And they can lay anywhere from 15 to 30 per clutches. I got 2 females who are ready to go.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, I can end up with like 300 beardies. That
Yeah, 'cause
would be my luck.
they put out like 20 egg clutches.
Well, anywhere from 15 to 30.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
like, do I want to get stuck during COVID? Because this is back when COVID first started, so we don't know what's going on. We didn't know that, the herpers were going to go crazy and
No,
buy
they
all the snakes.
recession proof, honestly.
Mm. But at this point, we don't know.
Yeah.
And my fear is getting stuck with like 300 baby beardies, and baby
Yeah.
beardy hatchlings are jerks.
Well, and not only that, like it's really tough keeping up on insects, like really tough.
Well, I mean, we feed a lot of our bearded dragons isopods because it's such a better source of calcium.
Oh, sorry, you have the isopod colonies, so you would be fine. Like for
Oh
me, like
yeah.
I don't want to breed insectivores because I don't want to have to keep up on the insects, which is a pain. I breed the New Caledonia geckos because those eat
Mm-hmm.
powder you mix with water.
Yeah.
Like I love New Caledonia geckos. They're like my favorite. That's like
Oh yeah.
New Caledonia geckos, ball pythons. Like they're like right there, you know?
Yeah. So we just never did it.
I don't
So
blame
we
you.
didn't do it this year, and then we're going to do it this year. Well, during COVID, guess what we got into? Ball pythons.
That's when you started the ball pythons?
At this, like before we went into COVID, we had 2.
Yeah.
And now I have 24 in the house.
Pre-COVID, I had 4. Now I have 17.
Let's hear some comments. Did anybody else get in? Decided to? I'm going to breed ball
Apparently,
pythons during COVID.
fine.
Casey's the love of my life.
Yeah,
She knows it too.
While we're waiting for some questions to come in, let me show you this female. I don't know what I'm going to do with her yet, but I knew I wanted her.
But anyways, guys, that's the story of why I'm in love with Dave Kaufman. I'm not in love with him. I stan him. He's amazing. He's a great human being.
So this is a bamboo pinstripe pos calico.
Man.
Like I have no idea what I'm doing with her.
Yeah.
At all. Like I wish I had a yellow belly male right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's about 700 grams, so she should be ready to go next season.
Mm-hmm.
But she should be ready to go. But I would love a leopard yellow belly to get into her so I can get, some bamboo freeways. That would be really nice.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm going to put my banana Mojave to her first season and try to get some jigsaws, some bamboo jigsaws. Actually, I can't get bamboo jigsaws because you know what? Bamboo is allelic with Mojave for blue-eyed leucistic. Ooh. See, I didn't plan any of this out.
No.
So I can make banana jigsaws, and I can make more blue-eyed leucistics. When am I coming downstate? Where's downstate, homie? But yeah, I mean, I bought her. She was gorgeous. I had to have her. I'm surprised she's letting me hold her. She usually gets in super flight mode and runs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I have way too much in the BEL complex right now, and it's driving me nuts.
Yeah, I have a lot of it, a lot of Bell complex.
You know what? Bells sell like hotcakes.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't. It's one of my favorite morphs.
It is. Because when I was a normie, I fell in love with it because normies love BELs.
Oh my god, yeah. And I mean, it's not going to hurt. Like, it's an allelic animal. I'm going to keep a bell. I'm not buying any bells. I'm going to produce my own. Its name's going to be Artemis, like the cat off of Sailor Moon.
I have an Artemis.
Yeah, but mine's after the cat from...
This is Athena.
Yeah, but mine's the cat off Sailor Moon.
Okay, yeah. So I named all my females after Greek goddesses and my males after scientists that I admire.
Do you have a Hestia?
No, I didn't get to Hestia. I stopped naming them after a while. At 5, I stopped naming. I got to Artemis, Persephone, Athena, stopped naming.
Put it to clown. Clown complex
Oh yeah,
crowns.
bamboo clown would be
Bell
dope, but
complex.
my clown's a female, so it's gonna have to wait a minute. But yeah, it's gonna have to wait
Yeah.
till I get a male clown to get some hats. Hi,
Yeah.
sweetie. I love this animal. I really hope it proves Calico because look how high that white comes up on her.
Oh yeah.
And Calico's in the pairing.
Yeah.
It was like a Calico pinstripe to a pastel bamboo.
Honestly, we stopped naming ours too. If my 6-year-old will come out and randomly name something, or if something's got like I don't want to say personality because they don't have emotions or anything, but I mean some of them have personalities a bit.
Yeah, I have a Darwin and an Irwin for my males for the scientists that I admire.
I have a Horatio.
Horatio, that's a good one. And then
Yeah.
I'll show you Persephone. This is everyone's favorite. I don't know why she's coming up though, and everybody loves her. She's like a crowd favorite.
Well, I mean, we named the OD Cupcake because when we first got him, he would ball up, but the way he balled up is if he like drizzled icing on a cupcake.
She's a crowd favorite. She's just a pied, but super high white.
Super high weight. That almost reminds me of Cine Pied, like the way the markings are.
Got, like one little black spot here. That's it.
Ooh, come see this pied, John. We're gonna get
it.
John on for a second. Come see the pied. It almost looks Cine Pied. Oh. Look. You can't see from there.
I can see from here. Thank you very much.
John's being a shy boy.
Chino got John on a live the other day.
And then here's that little spot here.
Yeah.
That I keep thinking some might. I freak out. Then I realize, oh no, that's just a spot. You see how that would freak you out?
Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh, it's a mite. Nope, just a spot.
Oh my god, my ivory gets like a dust particle. I'm like, is it a mite?
Dude, the one thing about white snakes is they show everything. She'll like lay against her water bowl and I'll see like a red line on her from her water bowl and it's like really annoying. Like I thought I wanted a super high white pied until I saw low white pieds and I'm like, man, I'd rather have a low white pied because pied pattern is so sick and here you don't get to see any pied pattern. It just cuts off at the neck.
Sal said my daughter names all the snakes. I can't keep up with the names. Neither can we. And that's what happens at our house.
Yeah.
Is the kids name them unless it's got like a super personality and I'm like, ooh, that's a blank.
Yeah, my daughter like started naming them after that while and after I stopped naming them and she was just like, okay, I'm done naming them.
Well,
I still name my geckos.
My 2-year-old son's pretty nonverbal, except for he sings songs. And the other day, for some reason, when we first got the pastel lavenders from Chris, he walks over and points to the female and goes, "Cookie."
Oh,
and
that's
I'm like,
the name.
Okay. And then he walks away and he comes back to that same one and goes, "Cookie." And then I'm like, well, she's Cookie. She was also, because they're in quarantine right now, on flyers. So I think there might have been an ad for a cookie on there or something.
Yeah.
But she's Cookie.
Here's another one I have no idea what I'm going to do with, but I got it anyways.
All the things.
Want to take a stab at what this is?
Is it a pinstripe?
It is a pinstripe.
Is it a leopard pinstripe?
Nope, it is not a leopard.
Something with pattern then.
Yep, it's a black pastel pinstripe trick.
Oh, okay. I knew it was something with pattern.
Which I'm totally convinced Trick and Hurricane are the same gene.
Yep.
I'm 100% convinced. So,
you know why I'm convinced is because the people with Hurricane won't breed it to a Trick.
They won't. No, they won't do it because they're afraid to see the super form pop out.
So I'm going to get into Trick now.
Yeah, I got this guy dirt cheap. That's why I bought it because I wanted it, and look at all that pattern. This is gonna go to my Mojave next season. After she gets all the rest, and it's gonna make Bazingas, Bazinga jigsaws, Black Magic jigsaws, Black Magic Bazingas. The morph market calculator for this thing is insane. So
oh my god, Zach with Nava Reptiles, he just he just produced Bazinga balls that were Het Ultramel.
Ooh, that's nice.
First clutch
that's
he
nice.
ever did. Yeah.
Yeah, this dude's like the black pastel really like just like bronzes it out. That's really nice.
John should do a live with me one day. Yeah, good luck on that. I can't get him to pop in.
This guy, he takes some shots at me too.
Mm,
Which one, Michael? Persephone? Yeah, he loves the pied.
everybody. Actually, unpopular opinion, I don't like Pied that much.
What?
Okay,
Comments are pretty far behind.
I told this story last time, but I'll tell it now. So I have diagnosed OCD. If
Okay.
you look at my Christmas tree, everything is like specific. Like there's not a lot of one color touching. Things need to be a certain way or they hurt my head. With pies, that random splotch that doesn't match hurts me. If like no, seriously, it does.
Yeah.
But lightning pies, because it's grayscale, do not hurt me. Baby like hatchling dreamsicles do not hurt me because it's matching.
But what about when they get older?
They hurt me.
But you're gonna keep it, right? You're gonna keep it.
It's a powerhouse. I just will close my eyes at it.
It'll hurt you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this dude's great. I love this guy.
See, Tom's got my back. He gets it.
I feel like I stole him for what I paid for him, but
oh yeah,
I got this guy for like $180.
like
next to nothing.
Mm-hmm. So, what's your favorite gene out of all of them?
My favorite gene,
like
out of
if you had to, if you could only work with one gene and it had to be in everything.
One gene had to be in everything. That is tough.
I know mine.
I would have to say hypo.
Leopard.
Yes, leopard. You know, no, I changed my answer. Leopard. Yeah, I changed my answer.
You said.
I changed my answer. No, it's definitely leopard. Leopard is the best. No, yeah.
Dave,
no, it's leopard.
Hold on. Dave's coming to the live tomorrow. No, he's not. Don't do that to me. I will cancel it.
Would you believe me if I told you that I only have one leopard in my collection? And it's
I only have one leopard.
And I love it. This just a single gene leopard. That's all I have. This guy right here. Well, he's head for pied, but
I have a leopard lesser head. Clown.
Yeah, 180 for trick. Yeah, dude.
John was joking the other day that we should actually get a trick why it's cheap and pay them more for the hurricane and piss everybody off and breed them together.
Dude, I asked the question in a hurricane breeders group if Trick, Blitz, Hurricane were the same gene, and everybody got super pissed off. It's like, what are you guys hiding? Like, if it's true, what are you hiding? Like,
Cusco knows you are live, Doom. Cusco doesn't know I'm live tomorrow unless you told him. And Cusco doesn't watch me. I love Cusco. He's a busy man. He doesn't have time to watch me. So no.
Yeah, but that turned into like an uber shitstorm. So yeah. I was like, you know what? Like, I'm convinced now they are the same gene, and you guys just have way too much invested to admit it. So
because what's going to happen is Hurricane's going to go down, Trick's going to go up, and they're going to hit.
Yeah,
like they're going to even out. So I would like to invest in Trick now and get it, but I don't think Trick is as common in Canada as it is down in the States.
Yeah, probably not.
And that's like my struggle being new. Like I have only so many people to work with here.
Yeah, and if the guys like Billy or whatever aren't doing it, then
and that's the thing. And a lot of the bigger guys up here that are working with stuff, they're working on way like expensive things I don't have the money for.
Yeah.
You know, because those guys are like, ooh, $900 snake, that's cheap. And I'm like, okay, how long is it gonna? Do you take prepayment plans?
Yeah. Can I pay for it in blood?
Yeah. Can we have a 4-month payment plan here for a $900 snake?
Kidney?
Would you like my firstborn child?
Yeah.
I have 3. They're all adorable. You know, She's blonde hair, blue eyed. Here you go.
Yeah.
She likes to fill snake stuff. So
Yeah, dude, atypical, man. You cannot have too much Mojave. Mojave is just good. Love it.
It's good to mix it with stuff.
I have too much pastel. I have tons of pastel. I have a lot of yellow belly. You can never have too much yellow belly.
Yeah, no, you can never have too much yellow belly. I'm starting to get a nice collection of yellow belly. We have a really nice, and I'm not showing her because every time I try to, I get bit.
Yeah,
we
have
have
yellow belly. She's very long, and
we have a yellow belly poss motley, which I suspect will prove out. Het
big
clown.
girl. But look at the flaming she's got. Tons of flaming. Nice checkered belly there.
Oh,
yeah, she good. She's long too. She's super long. She's super hard to palpate because of how long she is. Like,
I gave up trying to learn how to palpate. I'm just, you know what? We're just gonna pair and see what happens.
Yeah, I don't think it's super important to palpate, honestly, but it's something you should try to learn. Grunzy Visual Exotics taught me, so.
I thought I felt something once, but it's just like,
That dude's the real MVP.
So after this season, we're gonna start doing what I've seen a few people do, and it works well. 6 months after they lay, as long as they gain weight, we'll start pairing. Is I think it was Austin who does that, and it's working well.
Yeah.
They'll still ovulate in time, but that way you know for sure. But the thing is, we don't know when half of these have laid last, or even if they were laid, like they did lay last season. So we're just, all right. I've noticed a few of them bowl wrapping. Let's just start. Away we go. Tom, can you see clown? You can see clown. You can see clown in a white snake. However, you need a black light.
Yeah. I want to make cherry bombs.
What is that?
Blue-eyed leucistic albino.
Oh.
So it's a red-eyed leucistic.
Okay.
All white snake, red eyes. So I want to make those. So I got to get some Mojave into my albinos eventually.
I'm really sorry for my runny nose, guys.
How dare you?
Oh my God, we're waiting for the oldest COVID test to come in. Like we all have to self-isolate until.
Do I need a mask on this live?
Oof.
Should I make a mask? I don't want to catch the COVID.
Don't want to catch COVID. Listen, we in the zone I live in the province I live in, there's like where we live in our area, there's 0 cases right now. So I highly doubt it.
Like, but it's Canadian COVID, so it's much nicer than American COVID.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice.
So much. I think like in my province, which is like the equivalent to a US state, in my province we've had 6 or 8 deaths in total.
Yeah, that would be nice.
We've only had 300 and some odd cases.
But your leaders listen to scientists. Our leader does not.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's a moron.
Trump. He's a good businessman, but he's not a social person.
I don't even think he's a good businessman, but we could talk about that privately.
No. Yep. Canadian COVID holds the door open for you. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, it really does. It's like, sorry, I put you to the hospital, but you have socialized medicine, so it's not going to cost you anything anyways.
Let me be nice and just leave now.
Yeah.
Canadian COVID. Oh my God.
It's like, oh, you just lost your job. You have COVID. Here's all the medical bills.
Oh my God. Like our government went so far in debt because of COVID. I think we're like $86 billion in debt because of COVID. Like they pretty much did. If you graduated from school and couldn't find a job, they gave you $2,000 a month if you had kids.
Mm-hmm.
So John graduated end of June. And he went from all these job prospects down to 0.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened here basically.
If you lost your job due to COVID, you got $2,000 a month.
Yeah, they gave us a one-time check for $1,200, and then fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
They upped our child tax, so we get money for having children in Canada.
Yeah, we get that too a little bit.
Yeah. So they upped a one-time payment to help us out.
Man, the Canadian government is just. I'm coming to Canada.
Yeah.
Do I need to sponsor? Will you sponsor me?
Yep.
Got it. I'm in. I'm in, guys. Woo!
Yep. You have to lend me some of your snakes.
Oh, that's fine. Do I have
That's
to drink
fine.
Tim Hortons?
No, I don't even drink Tim Hortons.
I won't. It's gross.
I worked there for years.
I won't drink it. It's nasty. You guys have Starbucks, right?
American COVID closes them and hits you in the face. Oh. By the way, I'm drinking like candy cane flavored coffee. So the mint it burns.
Dude, we're high and dry right now, man. Like that lasted what, like 2 months? And like, what if you didn't qualify for unemployment? Like, there's plenty of people that didn't qualify for unemployment.
No, and that's why like our government made up that
like people that are underemployed didn't get unemployment. Like if you worked at like Walmart and your hours got cut to next to nothing because of COVID, sorry about it. Here's your $1,200 check.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Trying to
like
I like half sneezed and knocked over the thing there. But yeah, like we bought a lot of snakes during COVID. I think a lot of people bought
snakes. Canada though, right? I don't know if you got Starbucks, right? You got to have Starbucks.
I think the bigger provinces do. Us, not so much.
All right, I'm coming to Canada. Settled.
Like, I live 5 minutes from the American border, Maine.
Yeah.
So, and then you drive to the other side of town, and then there's Quebec.
You can just walk into Maine, right? You don't even have to, like, go through customs or anything. You just...
Yeah, I mean, it's a bridge because there's a river.
Yeah.
But you can walk across the bridge.
See, that's how we send snakes to each other. We just send them to Maine, and then you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a bad idea. No, that's a bad idea.
Bad idea. Shane Kelly and I joked about that. I was going to wrap them in a diaper and put them in a bag that says use diapers.
Yeah. We're totally kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Got it, guys. It was just a joke. Just a joke.
It's just a joke. If the Canadian Border Service is watching this, we're joking.
Yeah, listen, Mr. FBI man that monitors my phone calls and my internet traffic. We are just kidding.
Just kidding. No. So what's your most excited pair, like the pairing we're most excited about this year?
This year, it's the pastel asphalt Spectre to the yellow belly. Like if that locks and I hit pastel freeways, boom.
Ooh.
I love it. But boy, Grenzy's getting one for free, and then the rest of them are coming home to me.
I can't even decide. Like, I can't. We have I sit there and think, like, I look at my pairings and I'm like, holy crap, this doesn't sound like I'm in my first season.
Yeah.
Because, I've got a male pied het lav. I found out my pastel lavenders are possible het pieds. So, I mean, and then I have a pastel het lav female too. So, I mean, I could put
dreamsicles.
Could you imagine popping a dreamsicle out your first season? A pastel dreamsicle at that.
That'd be nice. Now you just need to hit dreamsicle freeways or lab freeways.
Yeah, I mean, I have a chance of hitting freeways my first season. We got the Mojave Asphalt to the Ivory.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's wicked.
I'm counting this as my first season. Last season didn't happen.
Last season was a mulligan.
Yeah, it didn't happen. It just didn't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a Banana Fire female proven breeder coming.
Nice.
She'll be ready. Yeah.
Will that make females, the female banana, or do they make males? How does that work?
Okay.
I don't really know.
My banana is a male maker, and someone could correct me if I'm wrong.
But the males it makes will be female makers.
I think females have, John, females have the 50-50 shot of making banana males and females. Okay. I'm not the banana person. So females, bananas have a 50-50 shot of male and female.
Right.
But any male banana produced from a female is a female maker.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, that's
if everybody's wondering why I'm looking off, bananas aren't my thing. I'm looking at John on the couch.
Bananas are the best.
They freckle and it hurts my brain.
Okay. You're gonna see a banana real quick that you're gonna love. This will
John
probably
Merck's showing bananas.
I got one banana.
Eric Powell, I love lavender. So do I. And I did not think I would be able to own a visual lavender, and I have a pair.
Boom. Look at that. No freckles whatsoever.
He's still in shed downstairs, isn't he?
Super clean. 0 freckles. Look at that.
Yeah.
None.
So
It's a banana Mojave. So when you mix it with the BEL genes, it tends to kill the freckling. And also
the Bell
you get, like,
genes.
these little. He's got a few like I want to call them ringers, but he's definitely got some spots that are just white on him somewhere.
Okay. Now we have. I mean,
he's got pink belly. He's about to be in shed.
Yeah. Our guy's deep in shed downstairs. He didn't shed today, so I can't bring him up because
he's got like one freckling spot, like right there.
We've got the we have the banana mahogany. Banana mahogany spot nose HRA 50% head hypo.
This is
which is the world's first. And I got John the female banana fire.
You can come say hi, Logan.
Hi, Logan.
Come wave, say hi. This is my rat man. He takes care of the rats.
Yeah. Ooh, I have rats.
He takes care of the rats. He's in charge of the rats. That's what
rats
he does.
Are great.
Yep. What are you doing down here, buddy? All right. Good night.
Which one's that?
But yeah, so we've got that banana mahogany HRA spot nose. That's the world's first. 50% head hypo, which is whatever. But if
I need some of that.
So I'm pairing it to the female banana fire in the fall. So I'm like pounding, like he I'm like, come on, dude, eat. You need to hit 300 grams. I'm not power feeding him, but encouraging.
Yeah.
You need to be ready by summer.
Yep.
Because I have the pop. If he's a world's first, adding super nana or fire to that or both.
It's like the little white spot there, you see?
Oh yeah.
Kind of like but not really.
Yeah, but adding super fire or super nana to something that's already world's first, I have the possibility of more world's first.
Yeah.
First season.
There's so many world's first things. Like if I put my chocolate blah 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 to my bamboo pitch, there's like 7 different world's firsts I can hit.
I'm naming something.
There'll probably be world's firsts for a reason, because chocolate and bamboo probably go together like a Chinese food and chocolate pudding.
All I know is if I hit one, I'm going to name it the Melusine.
Do it.
Screw all these things like the Triton and we're gonna straight up the Melusine.
But like it's here. Right there. There's part of the ringer.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. So like it's like a very slight ringer, but like
I tell you, that snake better get out of shed soon, because he's my claim to fame right now.
Yeah, he's got pink belly right now, so he's about to be. I can't wait for my ARS rack to come. This shelf of board games behind me is going to be ARS racks.
Woohoo! I can't wait to be a real grown up and have a real
shelf of board games. A shelf of board games. There's some good ones.
We have a closet of board games.
I love board games.
So, no. So what did you feel like, being new, going into like, I'm going to be a breeder and jumping into the ball python community?
So if it wasn't for visual exotics, I would have been lost. Just lost without Graham.
Oh my God. Such a good dude.
Yeah. But like, it's kind of like an old boys club, kind of, like it's like the dudes, and I mean dudes that are in it, they don't really want to let like outsiders in usually, and like they gene hoard, like especially all the good stuff. Like good luck getting like some stuff like stranger. If you're not connected, you're not getting stranger. It doesn't even matter if you have the money, you're just not getting it. Like and like, so it's kind of like an old boys club, and I mean boys club because if you're a woman trying to break into this hobby, good fucking luck. You know, like you know what I'm talking about, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Like, good luck. And
Mm-hmm.
even as like an outsider, it's like if you come out with banging stuff right away, it's like, well, you know, you're just buying it with mommy and daddy's money, you know, whatever. Like, it's just so stupid the way
Oh
people
my
treat people who
god.
are coming new to the hobby. Like, because I'm not making like bananas and past single gene pastels and like popping those out and building up a collection that way. Like, there's no
Mm-hmm.
wrong way to do it, but for the most part, however, the people I've encountered have been super helpful. I haven't encountered any of that really as
Mm-hmm.
of recently, but
Yeah.
it feels a little bit like an old boys club a little bit. And also, there's like the celebrity aspect in this game, which is really weird that there's celebrities in a ball python breeding game. That
I
like,
mean, other than Dave Kaufman, because
what's
I
up,
mean,
Dave Beam?
Dave
Beamer.
Kaufman, Dave Kaufman is a celebrity.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
but
like, it's weird, right? That exists, and like people like just flock to these people, and it's like I have a Pompeii and JKR has a Pompeii, right? We both have Pompeis. JKR
yeah.
could charge triple my Pompeii, and just because it's JKR, and
Mm-hmm.
like, and it kind of like muscles us out of the market. And like, who's going to buy a Pompeii from me when they would rather have it from JKR?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's just it's kind of weird. But
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've been fortunate enough to stumble across great people, yourself, Chris, you know, Visual Exotics, and everyone in that Discord
Logan,
has just been
for
super, super
reminding
helpful.
me that I had to go check on rats today.
your son reminded him he had to go check on rats today.
Can't miss that. They'll eat each other.
Oh, not ours. They're
Yeah,
pretty good, but where we have a litter right now,
I've
you don't
gotten
want
that
them to
out of
get
my
hungry.
colony, but I've gotten that out of my colony. But I did have some that if you didn't feed them, they would just eat the others, and I had to get those out of the colony.
Oh, I mean, where we have a litter right now.
Yeah,
Like, they'll be the
gotta
first to
feed
go.
those.
Oh, yeah. We had breeding going really well. We had 60 females, and then we moved. And when I say we moved, the drive regularly is 3 hours. So when you're breaking the enclosures down and loading all the Sterlite tubs into the minivan, you're looking at a good day to pack the U-Haul up with all the empty enclosures and everything, and then all the animals into the minivan. Plus, like, that's the whole day. And then gassing up the U-Hauls, it was like 5 hours. So by the time we get here, it's like midnight.
This guy will bite me.
All my rats were so stressed out that, you know, our first thing as soon as we got here midnight was open up. We had one U-Haul just for enclosures.
Don't.
Open it up, pull everybody out, and away we go.
This is
So
Oreo,
we
by
did.
the way, everybody.
Oh, Oreo. Honey, can you plug these in for me, please?
This guy will bite me.
So we're rushing to get animals into enclosures. Like, I didn't care too much about the reptiles because they were at Starelight. I could shove them in a room, pump up the heat. They're good for, you know, a day or two.
Yeah.
Realistically, it's the rats. So we're sitting there slamming rats into enclosures, and they're getting nasty, aggressive. One rat gave birth while we were on the road and then cannibalized her litter.
Oh no.
We had another one. So we tried to keep all the rats to their respective colonies. We ended up having to cull a whole colony because all the 3 litters were culled. Like, they just killed them, and we don't know which ones did it.
That's the worst. They didn't take them at all.
Rats don't transport well, and I've had a lot of people be like, "Oh, it's fine. They transport fine. Maybe you must have did something wrong." I'm like, do you think I wanted to sit there and cull 60 rats?
No.
I mean, my freezer, it was full for a few weeks.
That's not a bad problem to have.
Great. I had 3 females and 1 male left that were breeders.
Just build up.
So, unfortunately, the male passed last week because rats do not live very long anyways. But luckily, he did the job before he died.
Yeah, you were saying.
Yeah. So the 3 girls that survived the move are the 3 we've hand raised from since Fuzzies.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking like hand feeding and everything.
I love my rats. They're so great.
Oh, I love mine. Ours are
I take
pets.
no pleasure in doing what I have to do. Like, I take no pleasure in it, but
Honestly, though, sometimes I'm like, because we had one that she just went over and took someone's baby and ate it.
oof.
And ate half of it. And I was like, bitch, you going down.
You going down. So Dave wants to know if Dave, I've known this guy forever. We used to play in some bands together. He wants to know if I sold guitars for Snakes. I got a guitar right over there, man. Whenever you're ready for the We Are Legion comeback show, you at me, bro. I'm ready to go. I did not sell my guitars for Snakes.
How far did I move? So I basically moved from one side of the province to the other. And they were in the van, probably like, again, it took a whole day to break down all the animals and enclosures. When you have, 8, at that point we had 16 snakes, 5 bearded dragons, 2 turtles, Cuban false chameleons. We had over 60. This is not including litters. 60 female rats. Plus, the dog, the children. So that took a whole day itself.
Yeah. Yeah, moving rats would suck. Like, I am not, like, if I ever sell this house, the rats are staying.
Yeah.
The next owner can deal with it.
So, I mean, they were in, 40 gallon Sterilite totes. Like, it was with holes and everything and food and that, and put into the van. And it's just because the drive was so long and they were all stressed out and
Yeah, that sucks. It sucks that they don't transport well. The animal I'm most excited for this season is my crested gecko. She's an AC Reptiles crested gecko, which if people who know crested geckos know, like, AC's top of the line.
Oh,
so
yeah.
She's an AC Reptiles crested, and she's. Oh, let me see if I can easily grab her. She is gorgeous.
Sal said the rats are a huge selling factor when selling a home.
No. Jesus, my male Krusty just escaped.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. This is bad.
Do you see where it is?
It's up on the wall. Oh, God, no.
I wish I could move the camera right now.
Hold on, I'm going to get a 6-quart set up. He's freaking out. Like, he does not like being held, and he is up on the wall.
So you decided to hold him on alive.
Yeah. But I put him in the enclosure. He escaped the enclosure. I'm going to try to get him in the 6-quart. Hey, buddy, come on in here. Come on in.
We had a rescue
Come on.
Krusty.
Come on.
God knows how old it was. We had it for a year. The person who rescued it before us had it for 4, and they don't know how long the people before her had it, and it had injuries and no tail and stuff, and it passed away here a few months ago. Like, nothing was wrong with it. He just kind of like had a heart attack and just died.
Okay, he's back in his enclosure.
Woohoo! Crisis averted.
I got him onto a 6-quart, and sorry about that. But this is Snickers. She's my female. Look at that side.
Oof.
And her dorsal.
I want a Dalmatian one.
Gredzy's got Dalmatian ones. Hit him up in the Discord. The Visual Exotics. He's got them.
Yeah, but I'm in Canada.
Oh, that's true.
And I can't afford the price tag. I can't. It's a
I thought you were in Maine, actually.
I'm beside Maine.
No. You're in Maine.
No. I live 5 minutes from Maine.
No, like, you live in Maine. Wink, wink.
Oh, yeah, I live in Maine.
Yeah.
I mean, when I turn my phone on in the morning, it says I'm in Maine.
That's going to be... Do I have a YouTube page? Not yet, Dave. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole YouTube thing. We'll see.
Well, that's what I said a week ago.
That was something. He was way up there, like almost at the ceiling. I got the 6-quart next to him, and I kind of put it next to him, and then I latched him onto the 6-quart, and then he like jumped on me, and I grabbed him and put him back.
Sal says it's my first question when buying a home. That's a great pool, but where's the rat room?
It's
Hashtag
great pool, but where's the rat room? It's downstairs. What's funny is like we had people come into the basement to because we're getting a new boiler and hot water heater and all that stuff put in.
Mm-hmm.
And I warned them. I said, just to warn you, there's rats in the basement. And they're like, oh, okay. They didn't think I meant like colonies of rats and wrecks in the basement.
So I found out that people, we rent. We don't own our home yet. We found out people are not quite so. It's hard to find people who want to rent to people who own reptiles.
Yes.
And rats. So we rent this place, and I said, John, just ask if it's pet friendly. Do not tell him about the snakes and the rats.
Just say pet friendly. Yeah.
So I called him. Yeah, it's pet friendly. He goes, what do you have? And I said, I got a dog and a cat, and here and there, just little stuff. And he's like, yeah, okay, yeah. He's like, does the dog pee on the floor? I'm like, no. Cat pee on the floor? No. Okay, that's fine. They don't pee on the floor, right? And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's great.
I don't animals pee on the floor.
And then, so when John moved here a week before we did, because he was up here working, the landlord asked him, okay, exactly what do you have? And he's like, I got a dog and a cat. And he's like, they don't pee on the floor. Nope, they don't pee on the floor. We've got lots of snakes and turtles and bearded dragons and Cuban false chameleons and rats. And he's like, but the dog and the cat don't pee on the floor, right?
Everything else is in tanks. You don't got to worry.
That's what he said. He didn't care.
Yeah.
He was just concerned about the dog and the cat peeing on the floor. Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Anything that has an enclosure.
He said anything in an enclosure didn't count. We're like, okay.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm. Which is great because he's even like, oh, that workroom downstairs would be great for your reptiles. And I'm like, yeah, it's got a sink in it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. We call it the critter cave right now. I want a different name for it. Like
you can't let this place go. You got to live here forever now. This guy's cool.
Yeah, but like the power bill can get up to $770 in the winter.
Yeah,
last month it was $350.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Actually, I just learned that if I don't have to run a space heater in this room anymore. If I close my doors, my room gets up to 80 degrees.
Well, what's great though is literally the room, it's like the ceilings are like this.
Okay.
So I have an electric fireplace because it has no heaters in it. I bought it for $50 off of like Kijiji, which is like your Craigslist.
Okay. It's Canadian Craigslist?
Yeah, Canadian Craigslist. Slapped it in there, and I can maintain 85-degree temps with a fan.
Nice.
Which means I don't need heat mats.
Nope. You can just run ambient.
I'm running ambient. They're doing so much better in it.
Yeah, I still got heat mats going. It only gets to, like right now it's 75. So.
And I say roughly 85 because there is some varying of temperatures. So like the bottom's about 84 and the top is about 86. Mm-hmm. So midway's about 85. Yeah. So, I mean, it's working well. The only thing with heat would be the bearded dragons, but they need a spot of 110 to 120.
Yeah.
Fasting spot.
I'm surprised you're not breaking out Celsius.
No. Canadian Herpers talk in Fahrenheit for temps.
Okay. So you can talk to the rest of the world?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, it's so we can talk to Americans.
Yes. Yeah, that's the rest of the world, right?
According to a certain political person, yeah.
I mean, I'm American. I don't really consider the rest of the world there. I mean, it's just America and then everybody else.
No Canadian.
Either America or not America.
What I think sucks though, being Canadian Herper, is again the access to everything.
That bad? Like you guys can't have dubia roaches.
No, that's illegal.
People still have them though.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't either.
No. We don't have them here. We have Isopodia giant cockroachia.
America.
Yep. So, like, even just like availability, my province is pretty strict on stuff, but
Yeah.
that's just because of people keeping way too large of snakes in captivity that should not have had the enclosures they should not have had, and something bad happened.
Yeah.
Like
Irresponsible rate owners ruin it for the rest of us.
it wasn't even owners, it was an exotic store.
Even better.
African rock python.
Wow. I love rock pythons. Love them. Would they have it in like a 3-foot enclosure?
All I'm going to say is Google African rock python Campbellton.
Campbellton or Hamilton?
Campbell, like the soup, Campbellton. It was not a good thing. It happened a few years ago. It was bad. But yeah.
2013 New Brunswick python attack?
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. This one that fell through the ceiling.
No, it went up. So it went up to the upstairs apartment and then went down.
Yeah, but if it said it fell through the ceiling a tile above where they were sleeping.
Mm-hmm. So the store was downstairs and then the apartment was above. So it went up and then, like, you know, up through the walls and stuff. Yeah. So they got really strict here. Very, very strict.
Man, that's rough. I remember hearing about that.
Oh, yeah. Like, regardless, I don't know what happened. Regardless, it sucked for those two boys and it sucked for that animal.
Yeah, because they had to euthanize it.
And things happened that shouldn't have happened.
Always one that ruins it for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Like, it hasn't been that our exclusion list hasn't been updated in 10 years. And none of us messaged, the Department of Wildlife and Fisheries because we don't want them to update it. So technically, like my Cuban Falls chameleons, they're an anole species. They're technically illegal.
Are anoles banned in Canada?
No, they're not. But each province has its own list of what's legal and illegal in that province. Yeah. So, like, each state is different down the states. Each province is different.
Yeah. So your province doesn't like anoles?
They let us have anoles, but you have to go with every species of anole. They'll tell you exactly what species is,
They're not going to become problematic. They can't live there. No,
and that's the thing. But the thing is if we get them to update one thing, they're going to go overlook everything.
Yeah.
But luckily, Cuban Falls chameleons look like chameleons.
Right.
So, I mean, I can get away with it.
Yeah, it's a chameleon.
We had Dendrobates tinctorius azureus, which are poison dart frogs. Technically, those are gorgeous. They're legal here.
Tell them the Cuba is false, but the chameleon is real.
I'm just going to call them Chameleolus.
Yeah,
because they used to be known as Chameleolus barbatus, and then they found out that they're actually anoles, like anoles. But you can still find information on Chameleolus barbatus.
Like, I really want a false water cobra. Love them.
Same.
Great snakes. They're just a colubrid. They're nothing special. They're just called false water cobras because they will flatten out their necks. They're not even they're venomous, but not really. They're like hognose venomous. But I want one really bad. But I always joke with my wife. I'm like, it's no big deal. The water's fake. The cobra's real.
Yeah. I want spotted pythons.
Love them. Blackhead pythons. Love them.
Oh yeah, I want spotted.
I just love all snakes.
I'm trying to get into more species than just ball pythons.
I'll never do hots. Like as much as I think I'll do hots, I'll never do hots.
Oh, hots are completely illegal here. I can't even like look at one without getting a fine.
Yeah, like I like having my limbs attached to my body, so I'm not going to do hots. But I enjoy people that do them, and I get to watch their YouTube videos and go, "You're crazy, man."
Oh, friggin' nerd, and Lilith.
Yeah, he's nuts. He's nuts.
Oh my god, I'm in love with Lilith.
Is that the leucistic cobra?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
I'm on a first name basis with her.
Oh, I love that animal, but I'll love it at your place.
Yeah, well, he's got the big daddy there, Odin. I think his name is Odin, the Venomoid.
Yeah,
King Cobra. So he has the things removed.
Get the fangs from the King Cobra?
He didn't. Somebody else did. No, he had the venom glands removed.
Yeah, but how does it eat?
It still has fangs. They had just removed the venom glands.
But they need the venom to digest their food. Like without the venom, they can't digest their food properly.
I don't know. It still eats.
It's weird.
I don't know.
That starts the digestion process. That's why you can't like remove venom glands in these animals because like they won't be able to digest their food. Like that starts the like. I was a tea keeper for a while. I kept tarantulas.
Yeah.
And people always ask me like, "Oh, did you devenom them?" It's like, no, they wouldn't be able to eat. That's what digests their food. Like, and it's the same for the snakes. Like, that's a key part in the digestive process, is it starts breaking down the animal before it gets into the stomach.
Oh yeah.
But
this thing's so sweet though that he has the venom. Like it's like a puppy.
Yeah.
And he said it's just proof that like they're so smart that if they weren't if they're handled all the time, they're gonna know you're cool and be chill. But the thing is, it's a venomous animal, so do you really want to handle it?
Ask Tyler Nolan how that went.
No, I will pass.
People in the chat, he got bit on the hand by King Cobra and he lost 4 fingers. And he almost died because the doctors re-envenomated him when they found the fang in the finger. After they got him out, they pulled it out. It, like you could taste something. He said like a metallic taste when you're envenomated. So he got that taste again. He was envenomated twice, once by the initial bite, and again by the doctors pulling the fang out of his skin. That he lost like basically almost his entire hand.
Oh my God.
Dude still free handles cobras. He's a moron, but still.
I would say he's a moron.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. That's great. Things not to do.
Free handle cobras. Nope. No thanks. That's I'll watch it at your place. Yeah.
I mean, if I went to Nerd and seen Odin, I would be like, yeah, sure, I'll handle him. That's the Venomoid, though.
Yeah, no, I don't know, man. Still,
they didn't have his venom glands removed. Somebody else did, and then they took it in as a rescue.
Right.
So what they use him for is education.
I would still rather not get bit by a king cobra. They got pretty big teeth.
Apparently, this thing's super sweet.
Man, I don't know. It's still, I'll admire it at your place from a safe distance.
I'll handle that one. No problem.
Like, I love seeing our cobra at the zoo, but I got like 6 feet of glass between us, so we're cool.
We joke that we'd like to save up money and go tour the U.S. and see everybody. Like, go to Nerd, go down and around, stop through the states, like all through the other states, visit people, go to California. I want to hit Snake Discovery's new facility they're opening. I want to hit Clint. You know, Clint's Reptiles. Yeah. I love Clint. He's adorable. I want to curse in his presence, though.
Why? Because he's a Mormon?
No, I just feel like he would like, or say like drop something dirty or something, like a perverted saying, because I feel like he would giggle.
No, he wouldn't. He's a Mormon.
Oh, he's a Mormon?
He would be appalled, yeah. I've had plenty of conversations with Clint about his Mormonism. And
really? I feel like he would blush.
The fact that, like, I just don't get it. Like, you're a biologist. How do you still believe this? Like,
oh, he seems like a super nice dude, though.
Oh, he's the best. He's super, like, he'll talk to you about it. He's not up there at all, but, like, he's a great guy. I love Clint.
Yeah.
He's, like, the only pet tuber I'll really watch is Clint. And Dave Kaufman, of course. Dave
Kaufman. Everybody watches Dave Kaufman.
Yeah.
You should see his That's What She Said joke. Oh, dear God. Shane and Cusco. Yeah, I'm going to, obviously I'm going to stop for Shane. Shane's like my snake dad, I call him.
Yeah.
In the industry. Can't call him my breeder dad because that's just creepy. I call him my snake dad.
He did have a video where he talked about sexual intercourse with black widows, and he was very graphic in that video, but like he was just talking about it matter-of-factly.
Well, that's what I mean. Like I want to crack a like that's what she said joke like in front of him and see what happens.
He'd probably laugh. But I think if you like started
Couldn't be
swearing,
good.
like he would be
No.
like, yeah.
Just just pop to, or that's what I said joke.
I'm calling a 5-minute warning, so if you guys got some questions, fire them in there. It's getting late.
Yes, yeah. 5 minutes, guys. Any more questions? This is my longest one so far.
Yeah, I told you I can gab. I'm a trained salesman.
So can I. I will talk though. So tomorrow night we've got the launch of the mentor series. So I decided to pick one of my personal mentors in this industry, which is, I don't know why, Chris Ward. Reptile Ward.
He says he's a jerk, but he's like one of the nicest, realest dudes I've encountered in this hobby.
He's the nicest dick ever. That's what she said. And he's not even here to appreciate it.
All right, what's a morph I don't have, but I really want to get? That's a good question. It was Desert Ghost, but now I have Het Desert Ghosts. I don't have visual Desert Ghosts, but I've had Desert Ghosts. So it was Desert Ghosts, but now it's Puzzle. I want to play with Puzzle a little bit. Like I'm
not that into it.
Yeah, I know, but I just want to see. I gotta see.
Here's my thing, because I only have 24 snakes. Yeah. And I'm starting out. There's a lot I want.
Sure. Yeah.
I think top of the list is DG, because that fits into my, I want to do super asphalt toffee DGs, because I think that would look fucking amazing.
That's like a 20-year project, so get started.
I need DG. I need a female DG. Yeah. And I want to get...
You guys have an answer up there, so same thing.
Yeah. And I want to get into Ultramel big time.
See, like, Ultramel is one of those things where I'm not really impressed with Ultramel.
I like the colors.
It's just And
I need to get into Exanthic.
Exanthic's another one that I don't have that I would like to get some Exanthic. But I want the MJ line of Exanthic. I want the Canadian Exanthic. And I emailed Marcus Jane, like, hey, I need some of your Exanthics. Slide them my way. And I got no response. Boys Club. Yeah.
You won't.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
You won't.
I didn't. Yeah. You got to be hooked up to get his stuff, and I'm not hooked up, so. But people swear VPI is the same. I don't know, man. I've seen the way MJ stuff ages. It keeps those silvers.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like, I find VPI browns out way too much.
Yeah, it super browns out. MJs don't brown out like that. And people are like, well, those are just the ones he shows you. It's like, I don't know, man.
But here's the thing, too. We're also new and starting out, and we only see pictures. So...
Yeah. Now, lightning pieds are available. The MJ Exanthic pieds, those are available. There's plenty of people that have those, but you're going to pay. I just want to get...
It's like a 10K snake.
I saw them for 4.
Yeah. I think it all depends on gender and stuff, too, and the markings as well.
Yeah. They have those emojis on them.
High pied or high weight versus low weight.
Yeah, I've seen so many people up the price of pieds just because it has what looks like a smiley face on it.
Oh dear God.
Yeah.
Mine's got like a Star Wars chip on it.
Love Star Wars.
But yeah, no, I want to get a hold of MJ. I'm not going to anytime soon. That's fine. I have a lot of stuff to get into first.
Yeah, like Puzzle would be nice.
Bongo's another one I need.
Bongo, yep. Mahogany. I don't have any mahogany. I would love some mahogany. Yep, I would love some mahogany. And I would love some cypress. I'd like some cypress. Cypress would be nice.
I don't see that a lot here though.
Yeah, probably not. And then Stranger. I would like Stranger.
Yeah.
I would love that. Can't get it though. Like, even if I could, it's like a $15,000 animal.
And the only way I'm getting one is if I basically pimp out my female.
Yeah.
Female mahogany to Chris and be like, "Can I have one when you're
Yeah,
done?"
I could just pimp myself out, but there's not a lot of buyers in that market.
No, I know I'm not monetized yet. I can't pimp myself out for super chats here. Bongo and Cypress Rock. So story time. I was going to get a Bongo lesser female, and then Kathleen bought 8 snakes from Chris. So Kathleen, yeah, Kathleen was
Bongo
like,
lesser one of them?
No. So
Did he
what happened?
You wanted?
No. So I canceled it because it was just too much. So what happened was there was a pastel het lav, I guess, and I'm like, "Ooh, she's pretty and she's big." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take her." And he's like, "You know what you should take with her? I've got a male pastel lavender visual. That'd be great for you." And I'm like,
Yeah, super pastel
he's like,
lab. Let's do it.
"I take payment plans." Yeah, do it. I'm like, "Okay, great." He's like, "You know what? You should take the female pastel lavender as well." And I'm like, "Okay, that's it. We're done." All right.
We're done at 3.
So he's like, "That's what you're getting." Yep, we're done at 3. I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "I really, really want to help you guys out. You guys are fantastic. I'll offer you." Cool. Great. Getting them. So he had posted the male pied het lav. So me being the nice person I am, I screenshot it, put it up on my story. Please go message him. Get this guy before I do. Just as a joke.
Yeah.
I get a message from him. "You should take the pied het lav."
Self-control, woman.
I'm like, "No." And he's like, "You should do it. You should do it." And he's like, "John needs a male pied. You need a male pied." Make some drink. I'm like, "Oh, Chris, you're the greatest salesman ever." Okay, so I got the pied het lav. And then a few days later, I get a message. "Do you trust me?"
No.
And I'm like, "With my life, no. With snakes, yes." And he's like, "Okay." He's like, "I'm gonna send you some stuff." And I'm like, just tell me what the bill is and I'll pay it." 8 snakes arrive, and then he goes, "The box was too small. I ran out of room."
I ran out of room. The bigger boxes exist, man.
Well, he thought he ordered a big enough one.
Rip.
All right, so let's
that's a good story to end on.
Yeah. So, in the comments description, guys, I got all of Mark's stuff. Mark, thank you for coming.
No, thank you for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'm hoping to turn this into a real podcast.
You got to join my Among Us group. I'm about to go play some Among Us right now.
It's midnight.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah, we're hoping to turn this into a real one.
It's 11 here. I go to bed at midnight.
What the goal is to eventually turn this into a real big podcast where once a week I have a new breeder, once a week I have a mentor. I'm thinking of calling it Melusine and the Royal Tea, like TEA. Get it? Royalty.
Yeah.
Royalty. I thought it was clever.
Super
if anybody
clever.
thinks everybody thinks that sucks.
Thanks for hanging out, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
You guys are the real MVPs.
MVPs. If I had a logo and merch, I would send you all it.
Yeah. I have a logo, just not merch.
So maybe we'll, if anybody can come up with a cool podcast name for me, throw it in the comments. Hit the like button. Go through the description, guys. Like all of Mark's stuff. Yeah. He's going to have some wicked stuff.
I promise you I have the sickest logo you've ever seen.
Oh, it's beautiful. I don't have a logo yet.
So just like it just for the logo. Just go, sick logo, bro.
If I had money, I would do a logo contest. Who can make me cool logos?
Yeah.
So,
who has the coolest logo?
All right, guys. I'm going to close this out. Thank you guys for coming. See you at the next one. Tomorrow night, Chris Reptile Award. Friday night will be Ron at BBM Reptiles. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thanks.
Peace.